Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. It's a real pleasure to virtually welcome you here at Technopole building in Grenoble, France. What do we do here in this site? Technopole is globally recognized as a center of excellence for R&D in medium voltage, where passionate engineers work tirelessly to bring innovations to you and your customers. Innovations that deliver more sustainability, efficiency, and safety. And since we spoke of innovations, let's update you on the latest. Are you ready? Let's go. We would like to start with SM6 Connected and all about the digital side. And just right after, we will introduce you with the latest SF6 innovation, SMR Set. And for the very first time of this presentation at the SM6 Connected, I would like to invite my colleague Leandro, who will tell you all about this story. Leandro, the floor is yours.
Hello everybody, great pleasure being with you this afternoon. We know the world is becoming more digital day by day. But what exactly makes digital so important for you and your customers? For you, it will definitely bring in you differentiation in the existing market and prepare you for the new era. How? Thanks to the value digital delivers for your customers, such as efficient asset management to optimize maintenance operations and increase continuity of services. Increase the safety for operators is also a key pillar, and easy access to the documents and life cycle information about the cubicle. Let's take a look into each of them. Maintenance is a key pillar of efficient asset management, and it can be approached in different ways. Corrective maintenance, meaning act when it fails. Here we really have the firefighter mode, right? Time-based maintenance is an alternative. This is act on a calendar basis, where most of the maintenance plans are based today. Condition-based maintenance, which means do maintenance on actual asset condition, act at the right time, and this is possible only with digital. One of the most important parts for a proper maintenance is verifying the quality of cable connections. To do so, traditionally, this required on-site inspections by specialized teams and custom windows installed in the cubicle. All that implies additional costs for operations. SM6 Connected is an EcoStruxure ready. This means it reinforced with digital capabilities that let you connect to our IoT-enabled platform to take maintenance to a next level, optimizing the lifetime of your equipment while reducing downtime risks and costs. All of this is possible thanks to wireless sensing technologies like thermal and environmental sensors that provide you with real-time data about asset health, so you can schedule maintenance at the perfect time. Even better, the digital functionalities of these offers are scalable, so you can propose exactly the right fit to your customers. The first level of connectivity enables on-site thermal monitoring. This means that you can verify the quality of the power connections on demand with a smartphone and an application, Easerge Thermal Connect. Let me demonstrate you how it works in this very first level of connectivity. So here we have a standard tablet, okay, that it's loaded with Easerge Thermal Connect application. It's allowing you to read all the data in the cubicle, thermal information. In here we have an example of 2 and 3, the phase 2 and 3 of the cubicle, having 20 degrees. And it's possible that you read every time that you need to get the thermal information on your cubicle, you should come in and acquire the data with the thermal sensor. It's really replacing the standard procedure of having the scanning camera and thermal vision camera in front of the cubicle. To do so, how it's possible? We need to have the standard tablet, as I mentioned, and at the very first, you see that in the cubicle itself, there's a QR code with a support for the ZigBee dongle. So in here in the Cubico is the starting point for the customer journey on this basic level of connectivity. It means that at first the customer is driven by the QR code. When it reads with the smartphone, it's landing to the download page of the EasyEnergy Thermal Connect with an explanation video on how to operate it. Second point, to connect, you have the EasyEnergy Thermal Connect already here, and in this support you find the ZigBee antenna. It means that it is there, hosted, in order that all facility managers can share the access for this Cubico concerned, and it's possible to connect in a given tablet. In this case, it should be connecting. You start scanning, and then it's possible to add a new substation. This is the starting point. If it's not yet added, this is the procedure. Then it comes to scan NFC. Here in this screen is showing that it's necessary to hold closer to the NFC tag, which is also placed in the Cubico right here, and it's giving the possibility of, it's giving the information of all the thermal sensors in order to connect with the tablet. I'm going to scan it. It's scanned. So here the asset is already added to the application, and it will take about 1 minute to load all the information about your Cubico. So the thermal information is running and reading one by one. In this case, it's already one that it's read, so you have the information of the temperature on the Cubico. This process is very, very simple, and everyone having a minimum capability of using a tablet, it's possible to acquire this data, right? Well, the second level provides you 24/7 condition monitoring with more sensing capabilities like environmental and circuit breaker monitoring. For remote and optionally cloud-based connectivity with analytics to enable predictive maintenance. It's also possible to integrate SM6 connected with our latest 3-Hall connected transformer to get the complete substation health assessment anywhere, anytime. Let me demonstrate you all the functionalities around this second level. So in the Cubico itself, we have the HMI, which is possible to have locally the information of all the data concerning your Cubico. So at first you have the single line diagram giving some examples on the status of the circuit breaker, for example, unopened. And here you can see several informations about the Cubico itself. So you have the environmental information with the humidity and environment information, pollution level, humidity, severity indicator, duration without condensation, and so on. This is all about the sensing capabilities of the environmental information. Then, if you get back, we have also the temperature information. So here you have all the connection points, phase 1, 2, and 3, and discrepancy between phases. Okay? And here you have also the circuit breaker information. Here it's the point where you have all monitoring information on the circuit breaker side, like the number of operations, charging time, operating time, breaking current, accumulated life, expected life cycle endurance of the circuit breaker. Okay? We also have the possibility to inform last maintenance when it was, is stored in the HMI itself, and also you can control the circuit breaker from the HMI. This is the basic level that allows to integrate our second layer of connectivity. We spoke also about the safety for operators. When it comes to safety, SM6 Connected has a powerful nearby control features. So you can operate it from a smart device, meaning that operators can do their jobs without physically interacting with the equipment in a much safer way. I'm going to demonstrate you again with the tablet. Here it's already used the thermal reader. So we have a dedicated application here which is giving a mirror on the HMI of the cubicle. As you can see here, we have the same visibility of the HMI in the screen of the tablet, and you can operate it from nearby. Okay? Here you can navigate through all the informations the same as the cubicle, right? As we did just before, and it gives you exactly the same information and possibility of control. Here, the main value, it's about to operate the circuit breaker from remote. In this case, we can just give an order to close the circuit breaker, There's a passcode as a password in order to ensure safety and security on this operation. And there you go. We can operate from remote, and also we can do the same to open from remote as well. So it's the same procedure. Here we give the order to open, we confirm, put the password, and there you go, in a much safer way. The last point that we also communicated is about the easy access to lifecycle information. This is the last strong value delivered by digital. It is about the easy access to lifecycle information where all the cubicles are delivered with a dedicated QR code, which is this one here. In each of the cubicles you have this QR code, which is giving access to all concerned documents, drawings, manuals, and so on. This service allows also that the customer can upload all the correspondent assets of this equipment along its entire life cycle, including periodical maintenance, for example. This is a real value. To conclude, SM6 Connected really brings you differentiation and make the most of digital capabilities, preparing to the new era that is just now. To continue with this demonstration today, I would like to invite Lucas to explain everything about the new green and digital SMR set. Lucas, over to you.
Thank you, Leandro. Clearly, starting now, going digital is the only way into the future. It is a requirement to operate in today's world and drive more efficiency. At the same time, digital alone won't be enough. The environment and climate continues to deteriorate. To operate in tomorrow's world, we need to accelerate the transition to more sustainable technologies. This is why I want to introduce to you SMRset, the new green and digital medium voltage switchgear, air insulated up to 24 kV. We have combined our dedication to sustainability with the strength of our engineering to create this incredible new range. SMRset has been crafted to deliver value for you and your customers based on two main pillars: exceptional sustainability and substantial better efficiency. So what makes it more sustainable? As you know, today, medium voltage networks around the world often use equipment with SF6 gas. It has outstanding dielectric properties, which allows manufacturers to produce safe and compact equipment. The downside is that it's a potent greenhouse gas, and such as is subject to strict regulations, which needs to be recycled properly to avoid negative impact on the environment. If 1 kilogram of SF6 would be mistakenly released into the atmosphere, it would have the same impact as 23 tons of CO2. Thanks to SMRset, there is no more need to rely on any greenhouse or alternative gases, which is another strong point of differentiation for your customers. How exactly? Let me show you. The big innovation relies on the switching technology, which uses pure air for insulation and vacuum to break the arc. It's a clever arrangement called shunt vacuum interruption, or SVI, with over 60 patents today. Let's see how it works.
This is the shunt vacuum interruption, or SVI mechanism, which is inside the low break switch. To simplify the explanation, we are showing just one phase out of the three. It consists of a vacuum interrupter, or VI, which is in parallel to the disconnector, a fixed main circuit which is connected to the main busbar, an insulating material hosting the VI, the main circuit moving contacts, meaning the blade, the 3-position switch operating mechanism holding the main shaft, the earthing contacts, and a downstream fixed circuit that is connected to the cables. All this arrangement is inside a pressurized tank with pure air. What is pure air? Well, basically pure air is made by filtering ambient air in order to remove humidity and impurities. Then it is filled inside the tank at a pressure level of 1.1 bar relative for 24 kV and 0.49 bar for 12 kV. What you're about to see in here is an operation to reach the switch to the open and disconnected position. Let's imagine the feeder is energized. During the commutation phase, the switch reaches to a condition where the current is diverted into the vacuum interrupter. In other words, current is shunted via the VI. Then the switch keeps moving forward and triggers the opening of the VI thanks to a pivot lever, and arc starts and ends up extinguishing in vacuum. Finally, the switch continues its final position insulated in pure air. So in a nutshell, the SPI is an innovative SF6 free low break switch which uses vacuum to break the arc and pure air for insulation.
So this SBI technology helps your customer nail their sustainability targets without worrying about complex recycling procedures and cost. So that's all about SMRset? Only a new switching technology? Of course not. Before, I mentioned that it also delivers efficiency. And where is that efficiency coming from? 3 places. First, for you and your customer that are already familiar with our popular SM6, the transition to SMRset couldn't be easier. We made it simple. The same physical footprint and civil engineering, the same connecting points position, meaning busbar and cable connecting points. So for your customer, it means that extending an existing SM6 into an SMRset can be done without any adaptation. It has also the same complete range of functions such as switches or circuit breaker, switch fuse, metering. It's even operated in the same way, so you can expect almost no change between assembling an SM6 and an SMRset. To demonstrate this, let's take a closer look directly at the cubicle. So on this side, what you can see is the right-hand side of the switch here of SMRset. In the upper part, as you can see, the busbar compartment, it remains identical to SM6. Busbars are the same. Of course, the switch changed in size, but internally, it's the same architecture. In the lower part of the cubicle, the cable compartment, we see the same footprint. In this demo, what you have in front of you is the basic of SMRset. So let's remind, and this is equal and valid for SM6, that we have basic for 12.5 kA internal arc, and then we have the advanced range for above the 12.5, right? Up to 20 kA. In SMRset, we will call the functions in the same way, meaning switch for IM, QM for the switch fuse, DMVLA for the circuit breaker. So we really wanted to keep it simple for you and your customers. I said before that the SMRset keeps the same operation of SM6. I will just want to do a quick demo, a quick demonstration. Of course, what you can see here, the mimic has changed slightly. We have changed the look and feel, and maybe you can be, let's say, surprised to see this brick, which is new, of course, is the new motorization plug and play that I will explain just right after. I propose to, let's say, close the switch. What we have here is the IM in open position. Let's do an operation to close it and to energize the cable. So first of all, I want to access to the point where I can just close it. And for that, I need to remove this cap, which is protecting the motor, which is on the rear side. Okay. I take the lever. The lever has changed a bit as well compared to SM6. What I'm going to do now is just to close it. I insert here the lever, and I just turn it clockwise, and we are ready to go. I will just to put it back on the original position, so I will proceed to open the switch. And to put back the cap, right? So as you can see, the operation is really similar to SM6. You can imagine the same principle to operate the earthing switch, right? But of course, this is not all. The second driver of efficiency of SMRZ comes from its new high-performance operating mechanism, Compo Drive. This revolutionary mechanism has been developed using the latest technology in composite materials with proven experience in automotive and aviation. Compo Drive has 19 patents and is the world's first composite switchgear mechanism. And why it matters? Well, compared to traditional metallic operating mechanism, Compo Drive offers several benefits. To start with, it is designed to last more, 40 years and 10,000 operations. This is 10 times more the mechanical endurance of conventional mechanisms. So it's really ready to handle all the renewable energy coming into the grid. Second, it offers the new optional plug-and-play motorization and pre-wire auxiliary contacts, which make easy the upgrade and installation, right? And dramatically reduce the implementation and assembly time. Changing and assembling a motor can be done in just 5 minutes with no need to de-energize the switchgear, which is another big value for your customer. I would like just to show you a bit how simple it is to install motor and the accessories with this technology. I will explain what do we have here on the table. First of all, of course, we have the composite Compo Drive mechanism. We do have 4 types of mechanism, which is similar to SM6. This one is the CDT, okay, which is the analog to the CIT on SM6. We have also the CD1, which has a single latching mechanism, similar to the CI1 on SM6. CD2, similar to the CI2 with double latching mechanism. And the CDS, which is used especially on circuit breaker units, right? So we spoke on the Compo Drive. Then we have, of course, the plug-and-play motor, okay? We do have a specific motor control board, PCV, which is used to control, to energize the motor, and is used as well to feed the opening and closing coils for those units having single latching and double latching mechanism, right? And we do have the auxiliary contacts for line and earthing switch, right? As you can see, this is a pre-wired kit, okay? So you order one reference and it already comes everything integrated to make easy the installation, right? So I would just assembly the auxiliary contacts in this position, up, so that's there. This control board should be installed in the low voltage cabinet of the switch, okay? Should be over there. And then, of course, we just assembly the motor, put it in this position, and we open it here, and we are ready to go. Just missing to connect the auxiliary supply, which goes into the PCB, which is a dedicated socket, the other side, and we are ready to go. Okay, so it's really, really easy to assemble a motor and to let's say, to deal with this technology. Plus, compost drive will not corrode in harsh environments, and it's also lubricated for lifetime, which means less maintenance. Last but not the least, the third driver of efficiency of SMRset comes from the digital side. Identical to SM6 connected, SMRset can be equipped with the same sensing capabilities and tools to optimize the asset maintenance and reduce downtime, right? So this can offer, of course, value to your customer based on different level of connectivity to better suit their needs. So to sum up, SMRset is sustainable, more efficient, and across the board digital. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video and the session. Innovation is in the air.